My name is Molissa Fenley.
When did you start dancing?
I started dancing when I was 16, here at Mills actually. We lived in Ithaca, New York until I was 6, so I remember taking tap classes until we moved to Nigeria. First class I remember here was, like I said, I was 16, and it was in a class given by a teacher named Rebecca Fuller, who was here at that time. And everybody was in leotards and tights, and I was just like in this big old painter's smock because the catalog had said to show up with loose clothing. So I thought, oh, I'll wear my dad's shirt. And so I was like in these kind of big clothes, and I was embarrassed.
How did your family feel about you dancing?
Well, not so good, I think. Like, they didn't really understand it. I remember my dad was just sort of like, oh, okay. You know, supportive, eventually, always supportive. You know, I mean, I think that in high school I had really good grades and everything. I mean, I've never been like a mess, you know. Like, I've had people say, oh, you became such a ferocious dancer because you saw your mother not, you know, being locked up in a wheelchair all your life. It was really me and my mom for many, many years, and my dad was often on trips. So the two of us were together for a lot, and I really cherished her. We spoke French together because she was, and she had been an anthropology major at Berkeley, UC Berkeley, and so we just had a lot in common. So I would say that I was very close to my mother. I said I was a dancer, and they said, "You're awfully short to be a dancer, aren't you?" I said, "No, I'm not at all." I thought all dancers were really tall. You know, it's just like so funny. And I thought, oh, that's such a funny perception to have. I mean, before this accident, I could jump just fine. So. When I fell on the street, I said, oh, that's it. Yeah, I just said, okay, that's the end. And then it was really bizarre because the fire department came actually before anybody, and so I was in the back of the fire medic, and I was just in a panic that I was gonna go and they were gonna have to amputate my leg or something. So I was kind of hyperventilating, and to the point where I lost all feeling in my arms and legs, and the medics just said, you have to calm down because you're going to go into cardiac arrest if you don't calm down. Once again, I mean, I remember that first night writing all these emails in the middle of the night on my iPhone, you know, just like, today sending this letter to all my friends about how this terrible thing had happened to me, and saying things like, I'll never be the dancer I was, and basically it's true, I'm not the dancer I was, but I think I probably wasn't going to be the dancer I was anyway because of the aging process. But I certainly, I mean, before this accident, I could jump just fine. When I was young, you know, it was just like, well, you're not really a dancer, because to be a dancer was to be a ballet dancer at that time. I was living in Spain and seeing a lot of flamenco dance, which I thought was really beautiful. And then also I remembered that the Harkness Ballet came through, and a friend, Maisha Quinn, this friend of mine, and I went to see them, and I just was completely enamored and said, oh my God, I want to do that. And so we went backstage afterwards and sort of just like hung out in the wings until finally someone would talk to us, and someone did from the company, and I said, you know, I really want to be a dancer, what do I do? And you know, at that time it was always like, if you didn't start dancing by the time you were 5, you can just forget it. So he said, well, I guess you could be a modern dancer. The best thing to do is just to keep your ethics strong, keep your idea on what you want to do really clear, be honest with people, be honest with yourself, respect others, respect yourself. I am Molissa Fenley, and I am dance.